Hello! Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great day yesterday and you're ready to go for today. Appreciate your enthusiasm and can-do attitude that still I don't know why surprises me about you guys, but I'm happy to be surprised and proven wrong regularly. So thank you to those of you that were invested in the work from yesterday. I appreciate your feedback so far. It's been really helpful, and I will certainly consider everything that you tell me. So today, Tuesday, March 24th, I'm going to walk you through the agenda. I'm going to show you what we're going to do for SSR, and then quickly show you the activities I have planned for you today. So I wanted to start with SSR. You see on the screen here, I've got the book cover to the book I'm reading right now, which is Becoming by Michelle Obama. And what I wanted to spend our time today reflecting on with our SSR is the concept of setting. Um, really great writers can create the kind of imagery through setting that I sometimes am very envious of. You can feel like you're in a place in a story very easily, or on the opposite side, you really feel like you have no idea where you are and what's going on, which may be part of the whole concept, but setting is important because it gives us place. So I wanted to read an excerpt that I just hit on yesterday, reading about where Michelle grew up, which was Chicago, and then I'll kind of lead you into what we're going to do for our reflection on SSR today. So at this point in the story, she's starting high school, and she lived in when she grew up South Side Chicago, and she would have to traverse up into downtown Chicago to get to high school. And I just really love how she describes her journey here. She says, when she gets on the bus, she says, "Through the window, I got a long, slow view of the South Side in what felt like its entirety. Its corner stores and barbecue joints still shuttered in the gray light of early morning, its basketball courts and paved playgrounds lying empty. We'd go north on Jeffrey and then west on 67th Street, then north again, zagging and stopping every 2 blocks to collect more people. We crossed Jackson Park Highlands and Hyde Park, where the University of Chicago campus sat hidden behind a massive wrought iron gate. After what felt like an eternity, we'd finally accelerate onto Lakeshore Drive, following the curve of Lake Michigan north toward downtown. There's no hurrying a bus ride, I can tell you. You get on and you endure. Every morning I'd switch buses downtown at Michigan Avenue at the height of rush hour, catching a westbound ride along Van Buren Street, where the view at least got more interesting as we passed bank buildings with big gold doors and bellhops standing outside the fancy hotels. Through the window I watched men and women in smart outfits, in suits and skirts and clicking heels, carrying their coffee to work with a bustle of self-importance. I didn't yet know that people like this were called professionals. I hadn't yet tracked the degrees they must have earned to gain access to the tall corporate castles lining Van Buren, but I did like how determined they looked. So I just really like that, in part because growing up in Michigan, I went to Chicago a lot, and I'm very familiar with Lakeshore Drive and the view and Van Buren and just the castle-like structures of those skyscrapers in downtown Chicago. So I just love Michelle's writing style. It's very immersive and compelling. So what I'm going to ask us to do is something really, really out of left field. I've decided to call it AOL Instant Messenger Chat. So I found a website uh, that basically, I'm laughing because you guys are gonna laugh at me. It basically is like an updated version of AOL Instant Messenger, but it's way more secure in that only those of us with the PIN can get in and do this. So please don't share with your, you know, 8-year-old sibling, and they could come in and mess up this whole thing. So it's a little bit complicated, so I want to walk you through how to get there. This will show up for you guys under the daily reading. And basically, I just want you to contribute in some way to the chat by expressing the setting of the book you're reading. You can write about what the setting is. You can include a meme like what I did. You can include an image of the place. You can draw an image, those are your options on there. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to click on this link here, and it's going to take you to this website, and it's going to ask you to join a room or search a room. So you're going to start here, and our room name is going to be the title of the assignment. So I would highly recommend that you, I would highly recommend that you copy that first. So once it goes live, you'll be able to do it easier than what I'm doing. So I'm going to copy this. So it's SSR Reflection, March 24th. So you're going to put that in and then give it a minute, and it'll come up with the assignment. You're going to hit go, and it's going to ask you for a password. And I'm sorry to my Chelsea Liverpool lovers out there, but you're going to have to write the following password, which is MAN-U, which stands for Manchester United, exactly as you see there. So even here, you could just copy and paste it in. You'll hit go, and then you will be in our chat. I'm not sure if it'll ask you for your name. I don't really know how this program works. I'm using it for the first time, but this is the chat right here. Well, this is the chat when it's active, but this is where you would type in your message. So, for example, if I wanted to be like, Chicago is the main setting of my book, you could do that. You could do what I did, which is attach a meme. That's just using the image here. You can draw. And then this is how you send it into the chat. So once we all get on here, I'm assuming it'll start to load and we'll be able to see each other. You can ask me for help if you need it. There's other options here, different languages, text to speech. You can reply to the messages. So obviously keep it appropriate. We still are on school time here, even if we're not at school. And that's what I want you to do for SSR. So that's SSR. So you will see that you will see that coming after you watch the video. Today's schedule is pretty simple. We are just going to be jumping into some grammar review and looking at the Google Arts and Culture website with Anne Frank's home. There's going to be a lot of chatting today, so those of you that said you wanted to chit chat, this is a day for you. So no red ink is what we're going to do, so it'll show it for you guys under the no red ink. You're going to be doing a hyphens practice. You'll just hit the link. I think they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one you hit, and walk through that hyphens practice. And then you will also see a Google Arts and Culture question come up. And this is really kind of like a Google Street View virtual tour of her home. But this is not the attic that she lived in. This is the home she lived in before the Nazis invaded Amsterdam. So it's really self-explanatory. You just keep scrolling. It'll give you kind of information on, okay, you start in Anne's room and you can kind of move around. And you just keep scrolling and it'll take you to the different rooms and give you explanations of them. It's really kind of cool and interesting. So what I'm going to ask you to do once you kind of explore that, there's going to be a question on here, and it's basically asking you what are your initial thoughts after viewing Anne Frank's house, and you can really describe anything. For me, it made me think about how different her life became after everything happened, because she went from this pretty spacious place to a tiny attic that she had to live in as a young girl, and I'm sure she was very scared. So it kind of makes me feel thankful for the space that I have, because especially during this time of quarantine when I could be stuck in a little, tiny box, if you will. So it makes me feel thankful. So that's the Anne Frank assignment. And then lastly, we're going to do an article check-in. You don't have to participate in this if you don't want to, but it's just meant to help you kind of keep on track with your work. I know a ton of you already finished that work, but again, it'll just be another chat. Provide a word. Here, let me show you the actual question. So, what is one word that has stuck out to you or made you pause while reading the article? So I'll ask you to provide a word and a brief explanation of why you chose it, and I'll be posting mine when this goes live. You can reply to each other, you can edit your answers. I've just set it to a due date of 11:59, but I think you can still participate. So that'll be thing you can participate in. But other than that, that is it for day 2 of week 2. Um, I'll be back tomorrow with an SSR update. I will likely have us not really do anything SSR reflective. I'm starting to think that maybe it might be a little too much. It's a little too much for me, so it's probably a little too much for you guys too. So I might just read excerpts or chit chat about what I'm reading. Um, so yeah, and then I'll walk you through tomorrow's agenda as well. But please continue to email me and hit me up on Remind. I'm here for you always. Have a good day. I'll see you all tomorrow.